Do you think if humans colonize Mars, the dynamic between the civilization on Earth and Mars will be fundamentally different than the dynamic between individual nations on Earth right now? Like that's a thing to load into the agent-based simulation we're talking about.
If we settle it, Mars will very quickly want to become its own nation.
Well, no, there's already going to be nations on Mars. That's guaranteed.
Yeah,
the moment you have 2 million people, the moment you have 1 million people, there's going to be two tribes.
Right.
And then they're going to start fighting.
Right.
And the question is interplanetary fighting. How quickly does that happen? And does it have a different nature to it? Because of the distances, you know?
Are you a fan of The Expanse? Have you watched The Expanse? Great show. Because it's all about I highly recommend to everybody. It's based on a series of books that are excellent. It's on Prime, 6 seasons. And it's basically about the settled solar system. It takes place about 300 years from now. And the entire solar system is settled. And it is the best show about interplanetary politics. The first season, actually, the journal, what was it? Foreign Affairs said the best show on TV about politics. It takes place is interplanetary. So yeah, I think, human beings being human beings, yes, there will be warfare and there will be conflict. And I don't think it'll be necessarily all that different, because really, I think within a few hundred years, we will have lots of people in the solar system. And it doesn't even have to be on Mars. We did a paper where we look based on, because I wanted to know about whether an idea in The Expanse was really possible. In The Expanse, the asteroid belt, what they've done is they have colonized the asteroid belt by hollowing out the asteroids and spinning them up and living on the inside, right? Because they have the Coriolis force. And I thought, like, wow, what a cool idea. And when I ran the blog for NPR, I actually talked to the guys and said, did you guys calculate this, see whether it's possible? Sadly, it's not possible. The rock is just not strong enough that if you tried to spin it up to the speeds you need to get 1/3 gravity, which is what I think the minimum you need for human beings, the rock would just fall apart. It would break. But we came up with another idea, which was that if you could take small asteroids, put a giant bag around them, a nanofiber bag, and spin those up, it would inflate the bag. And then even a small couple of kilometer wide asteroid would expand out to you could get like a Manhattan's worth of material inside. So forget about even colonizing Mars, space stations, right? Or space habitats with millions of people in them. So anyway, the point is that I think, within a few hundred years, it is not unimaginable that there will be millions, if not billions of people living in the solar system.
And so you think most of them will be in space habitats versus on Mars on the planetary surface?
It's a lot easier on some level, right? It depends on like with nanofabrication and such. But, getting down to gravity well is hard, right? So, there's a certain way in which there's a lot of, it's a lot easier to build real estate out of the asteroids. But we'll probably do both. I mean, I think what'll happen is, should we make it through climate change and nuclear war and all the other, and AI, the next 1,000 years of human history is the solar system, right? And so, I think we'll settle every nook and cranny we possibly can. And it's, it's a beautiful, what I love about what's hopeful about it is this idea you're going to have all of these pockets. And, I'm sure there's going to be a Mormon space habitat. Like, there's going to be whatever you want, a libertarian space habitat. Everybody's going to be able to kind of create there'll be lots of experiments in human flourishing. Mm-hmm. And those kinds of experiments will be really useful for us to sort of figure out better ways for us to interact and have maximum flourishing, maximum wellness, maximum democracy, maximum freedom.